Hi there, my name's Adrian and I'm a musician based in Harpenden. And with local pianist Alison Farr and some other friends, we thought we'd get together and make some music videos in our homes to send into yours. It's pretty strange, isn't it, at this time? Not being at school, having normal classes or seeing your friends at lunchtime. And it's pretty strange for us not being able to get out and about to play music. And so with these short videos, we thought we'd play some music, talk a little bit about it, and have some things for you to join in. Perhaps it's just something a little bit different for you on these long, dark and cold lockdown days. Our first piece we're going to hear is by the French composer Claude Debussy, and Alison's going to tell you a little bit about it now.
Debussy wrote his children's corner suite for his daughter, who he called Chouchou. And in this first movement that I'm going to play, he is imagining her sitting very nicely at the piano, behaving very well and practicing her studies. In the middle of the piece, you hear the music go a little bit slower, and this is perhaps when she goes off into a bit of a daydream, and perhaps she's got a little bit bored of her practicing, but she very quickly snaps out of it. She goes back to her practice, and you then hear a bit later in the piece the music starts to speed up. It gets faster and faster, and this, I imagine, is Chouchou getting a bit more excited as she's almost finished her practice. At the very end of the piece, it ends with a big thump at the bottom of the piano, and I always think of this as being Chouchou finishing her practice, slamming down the piano lid and dashing out to play.
Wasn't that fantastic? That was Alison Farr playing Dr. Gradus and Parnassum from the Children's Corner Suite by the French composer Claude Debussy. Now that title's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And I think I'll explain a bit about it. Gradus and Parnassum describes the very slow plodding up of a very big mountain in ancient Greece. And it's a term used for many things like learning the piano, which require a lot of technical and patient practice. And in fact, Debussy here was teasing two other composers, Czerny and Clementi, who'd written piano study books. And now we're going to play something completely different. This is a piece of minimalist music. It was written by the American composer Steve Reich, who's now in his mid-80s, and he's spent his whole career experimenting with minimalist music. Now, compared to more familiar music with tunes and harmonies and things you can sing along to, minimalist music focuses very closely on rhythms and small changes. So the music will be set up with some patterns, and then something might change, and you might not even notice it's changed, but as it changes and changes again, the music becomes quite different, and it might change back, in fact, to where it started. Now, this piece is called clapping music, and Jasmine and I both start by clapping the same rhythm, and we're going to demonstrate that to you now. And we've added some words to it to make it a bit easier to pick up, and the words go like this. I like to go out for a walk. I like to go out for a walk. Now, if you'd like to play along with us, if you want to play the part that Jasmine's playing, that one just keeps going round and round and round with that same rhythm over and over again. But my part changes every so often by adding an extra beat. And I do that by adding the word now. I like to go out for a walk. Now. I like to go out for a walk. I like to go out for a walk. I like to go out for a walk. Now. So you'll see that I show you where the extra beat is by moving my hands apart on the word now. And when we play the piece, I'm going to do that every 4 times. So if you're counting, you can work out when we're going to do the extra beat. Now, if this is me and this is Jasmine, you can see that we start together. But if I add an extra beat, I'm going to start the next time a beat late. And then if I do it again, it's going to happen again and again. And if everything's gone right, eventually we'll get back and we'll line up and we'll play the same rhythm. So at the end of the piece ends when we're playing the same rhythm again, if everything's gone well. So we'll give it a run through now and see if you can follow perhaps one of us.
That was clapping music by Steve Reich. We hope you enjoyed our video. We're hoping to make more during lockdown, mixing up instruments and composers. Thank you for watching.
With each of our videos, we'll be suggesting a couple of further pieces you might want to watch and listen to. You can find the YouTube links in the description box. The first one this week is by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who was an amazing composer even as a young child. It's his theme and variations on Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So the theme is presented, and then there are 12 variations on the tune, and you can hear the tune running all the way through the piece. And the second piece we're recommending is another piece of minimalist music, this time by another American composer called John Adams. It's a fast and furious piece called A Short Ride in a Fast Machine, and it's for a very large, loud and exciting orchestra.